Monday night. I'm not gonna stay here long. This time I actually mean it. I just wanted to say hi. I don't necessarily have anything to talk about. I just wanted to say hi. Um, I've been thinking, I've been thinking about my interviews. I wanted to hear what people have to say, what people think of them. I do read the comments, of course, but I'm looking for feedback. Like what do you want me to change? Someone in the comment section told me, I can't remember her name, but someone in the comment sections told me to ask more questions to like um I guess to ask more like developing questions, open-ended questions, or just get people talking more about their experience. Hey Deb, how's it going? How are you? Always nice to see you. So yeah, I'm just wondering if you guys have any feedback. I have noticed I watched the first part of the Andrew interview, and the I was watching the interviews of AJ that are gonna come out tomorrow. Well, one part is gonna come out tomorrow. I have another part ready for Tuesday as well. And I was watching how I edited, the difference between the editing, and I find myself getting better at it very quickly. And it's tedious work to edit videos, but it's all right. It's needed work. Hey, we don't move in fear. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, C-Stay. How's it going, brother? Well, I'm doing good too. I'm glad you're doing great. I'm glad you're doing good, Deb. Yeah, we are all blessed. I was talking to a TI named Chelsea, who we both follow each other on Facebook, on TikTok. I don't think she's on YouTube. Well, I mean, she has been in the chat on YouTube before. She's actually the lady who was saying that she's pregnant, and she is pregnant, and I hope everything is going well for her. I just had a conversation with her. She was on live on TikTok, and she was basically saying she was asking something to the effect of, how do you guys deal with it? How do you guys, you know, keep hope, stay positive? How do you guys make plans for the future? And being in a situation, you have to be very quick to accept your situation, meaning that they're gonna try to sabotage everything you do, everything. But it doesn't mean you should not do it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And even if they do sabotage it, dust yourself up, try again. I personally think if they're going to work at sabotaging my life, I'm gonna make their jobs harder. I'm not gonna lay down. I'm not gonna join their team, you know? I do understand where she's coming from though. It's spiritually draining to deal with that. I feel like how most hip hop artists will rap about haters as if they had haters. We've got haters. So we have to make them work. If their goal is our downfall, we have to make them earn it. Get after it. And even before I knew I was being gang stalked, that's always the attitude I had. I lost a job, I got a better one. As soon as I got that job, very shortly after, I noticed that I was getting workplace mobbed over there, directed conversation, all kinds of things again. And at the time, I didn't even know what directed conversation or gang stalking was. I just knew that this thing that was happening at my last job is happening here again. This thing I left my last job for is happening here again. So then I left it, got another job, happened again. I left that job, and I went for a government-funded program to basically give you access to school while you start your business. So it's like They give you access to free schooling, and not just free schooling, but they pay you. They pay you minimum salary for a year to go to school every Monday so that you can access their program. They taught me sales and business startup, and they paid me to go there. So I went there. I showed them my project. I wanted to become a dog trainer at the time. I am a dog trainer. Funny enough, I'm a dog trainer. That's it's like my profession. I train dogs. I train people to train their dogs, and they loved it. I got a really really great response from all the people that were rating my project, and like the committee that would accept or refuse me. They just really loved my project, and then I started the school. And while I started the school project, like going to school, they told me you got accepted, you will receive the grant, the fund. It's basically $30,000, which was very helpful to me at the time. And I went to school to become a dog trainer, start my business, and then that's what I did. I started my business, and for about 4 years, I was a dog trainer. I was living off of working as a dog trainer. I haven't had a job in 15 years, maybe. It's possibly more. I work for myself, and it's much harder to financially destroy someone. I'm not saying that they haven't tried or succeeded, but it is much harder to destroy someone who is um sorry. It is much harder to destroy someone who is not working a job financially. Though they have, I lost my like the room I was renting to train dogs. I lost that. The landlord became part of my gang stalking as well, doing directed conversations, workplace mobbing because she worked upstairs, I worked downstairs. She was a dog groomer. And yeah, self-employed. So sorry. Thank you very much for reminding me of the term. But I'm self-employed. I've been self-employed ever since. I still am. And I feel that that has definitely helped quite a bit with making my situation better for myself. And every instance of them trying to destroy my life, I used as momentum to make it better. And I don't plan on stopping doing that. I truly don't. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of perps in the chat. I'm just gonna block them real quick. Jurian Bokima. Sounds like a it sounds like an African name. Jurian Bokima. I feel I mean I wouldn't say I feel ashamed, but I feel ashamed for them that I mean I guess I feel ashamed for him that he would be African. I mean I don't know if he is or not. It could be a fake name. Doesn't really matter. Block everyone, end channel, move on. You'd like that, but I'm gonna block you real quick because you're stupid. Uh, but I feel like secondhand shame that someone who is African would be participating in a secret intelligence agency psyop. I hope they're paying you well, selling your soul. And my wife is African, and I'm Haitian, but Haitians are African. They're from Africa, but you know, I refuse to allow them to stop, block, or get me off my path. Hey, sometimes they'll get you off, your square, off your path. You just get right back on it. Jurian Bokima is Dutch from the Netherlands. Bokima? That's Dutch? Isn't that interesting? I'm gonna get to the comments just in a second, guys. Sorry about that. Huh. What's up, Raja J? The channel is about. You pronounce it different. I guess. I guess I am. What is it? Bookman? Bookman? Bookma? Bookma. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It is a white name. It's a European name. I don't want to say anything that I don't want to say what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna block him real fast. Hold on, guys. All right, he's gone. Ava as well. Hold on, guys. All right, they're gone. Let me read the comments now. Let me read the people who actually matter. Glad you came on this evening. Well, I'm glad you're here as well, Deb. Thank you for being here. Anything on your mind? Anything you want to talk about, Deb? I didn't really come here with the intention of speaking about anything in particular. So anything you want to speak on, I'm here. Those V2K perpetrators keep purposely force a false relation with me. Chelsea was actually, was it Chelsea who was saying that to me? Was saying that a second ago, like, or was it someone else? I think someone else was saying that they're having a hard time with building relationships, like building friendships with people. Yeah, it was Chelsea. She was saying like I'm a social person, and I was telling her, Chelsea, this world is evil. Being rejected by it is it's a good sign. It's a good thing. You're not missing out on anything. So, I mean, there are good people out in this world, of course, but I feel like it's a minority of people, a strong minority. Being rejected is a blessing in disguise. And people who have true light within them will see the light in you. They're just really hard to find. Keep searching, you know? Just be ready to release the people who are not for you, and you'll be all right. I hate narcs. I don't love them. I tell you that much. Not that I despise them, is that in general, I just do not feel comfortable around them. Same. Good afternoon. Mind if I jump in? What are we talking about? Anake Baku. What? What? I'm sorry, I can't say that name. Hey, you sure you can jump in? I mean, I'm not like doing live live chats with anybody like I don't know what the word is. Anyways, but yeah, sure, you can jump in. Looks like you have a veil on. Are you Muslim? Brother, did you see the video I was trying to show you? I did not see it. I can't find the comment you left. I can't see it anywhere. And I did search for it. It's not in my notifications. It's nowhere to be found. You're gonna have to join Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram and send it to me via message. Sorry. No surrender, no retreat. I'm all right. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I had a great weekend. Great weekend. I didn't know you do live streams. Glad I could catch one. Well, one of my subscribers said that uh, was it? No, never mind. Never mind. I've been gang stalked for a very long time. You must have spiritual gifts or have a rare blood type. A lot of people talk about that, like, what's your blood type? What's your blood type? Are you like RH negative or something like that? It seems that these people are being targeted. I don't know my blood type. Sorry, guys. Right, Deb? That was a little racist, wasn't it? But then again, He's from the Netherlands. I don't know if you know what the Netherlands has done to the Congo. King Leopold was diabolical, and I do believe that he was the king of. Was it the Netherlands? Because we don't say Belgian. Belgian. Wait, what? The Netherlands? I believe they went to South Africa, which would only make it worse. The Netherlands and South Africa share deep historical. Okay, yeah, yeah. It was the Netherlands that went to South Africa and did what they did. Um, but yeah, the reason why I'm confused about that, I was confused whether it was the Netherlands or not, is because I speak French and we don't call it the Netherlands. We call it, uh, well, Pays-Bas, which means Netherlands, but we also call it Holland, I believe. Yeah, we call it Hollande. Like people don't usually say Pays-Bas, which means Netherlands. Like it means a low country below the sea, below sea level, which it is. But we don't say Netherlands. We don't usually say Pays-Bas. We say Holland, Hollande, which is the second name for Netherlands. It's Holland. Anyways, sorry. I just went on a tangent here. Um, yeah, Dutch from the Netherlands. Yeah. What's up, dude? What's the channel about? It's about gang stalking. It's about gang stalking and narcissism. Gang stalking and narcissism, which is pretty much the same thing. All right, question. I have a business and I'm trying to find clients, but since I've been targeted, one of my businesses have been blacklisted and they've used mentors I've had to hold me back. What could I do? Huh. Hmm. I mean, as simplistic as it may sound, I would say push through. When I first started my business, what I did is I wrote down the address and names of, because I'm a dog trainer. I wrote down the address and names of 60 different veterinarian uh, veterinarian offices, veterinarian clinics, sorry, and groomers, dog groomers, dog groomers, businesses around my area, and I went door to door to see all of them within like 3 days. Handed them my cards, told them the first class is free for everybody. So if you have trouble clients, send them my way. I give free classes on potty training, training for bad behavior such as jumping, barking, whining, um, yeah, jumping, sautillage, mordillage, play biting as well. Sautillage, mordillage, aboiement, grognement, pleurnichage. So jumping, play biting, barking, whining, and growling. Sorry, I was looking for grognement, pleurnichage. Yeah, so growling. So I just told them I give free classes on that, and we'll be able to start your clients off right. So like if you have puppies, we can start them right so that they're well behaved, so that they can become well behaved clients for the future. Because a lot of education is just prevention of bad behavior, like catching bad behavior quick before they become issues. It's very easy to train a puppy to not jump on people. It's hard to train him to not jump on people once he's now 120 pounds, you know, and full of energy. So I did that. I went to 60 different businesses in 3 days, and I was just like, I don't care if it doesn't go well. I don't care if they say no. Sometimes I would go in there and I would I have a stammer because of the stress, just because I didn't talk to people. I was definitely not as comfortable with public speaking. I wasn't comfortable at all with public speaking. Now I'm very comfortable with it. I actually don't care at all. But that's one of the reasons why I became so comfortable with public speaking, is because I had to do that in order to start my business. And then I started speaking to strangers every single day when I ran my business of dog training for like 4 years. And I also contacted breeders around my area. I had a list of like maybe 400 breeders, and I just told them like, hey, I have these pamphlets for free classes for your puppies. Yeah, I'm in this area. If you want your puppies to not be returned to you for behavior issues in the future, send them my way. The first class is free for everybody. And the first month I made $300. The second month I made $600, and then shot up to like 2000. And then, it worked pretty well. I had a 5-star business. I was the highest, I think I still am actually the highest rated dog trainer on Facebook and Google in my area, in my city. Um, yeah, I was really passionate about it, and I was not going to let anything stop me. And also, I'm not going to lie to you, the reason why I was so adamant about doing this was because I didn't know what was going on with me, what was happening with my life. I didn't understand it. All I knew is that everything was falling apart, and no one believed me when I told them what was happening, the directed conversation and things of that nature. And also, I didn't have the words to explain it so well. But nonetheless, people don't believe me now, so it doesn't matter. But I was trying to explain it to people what was happening to me, and no one believed me. And I just told myself, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I had, unaliving ideations at the time, self unaliving ideations at the time. And I just told myself, well, do or die, do or die. I just told myself it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. I let go of all fear, all feelings of shame, or ideas of like this might not work. I was like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work. This is it. And I just went with that attitude, and I carry that with me now. I just whatever. I'm you know, I do what I got to do. I make the plan, I do what I got to do, and if it doesn't work, I overshoot. I mean, out of these 60 vet clinics, only two of them referred clients to me. Only two of them. But that was all I needed. That was good enough. Because these same clients that came to me went back to their vets and told them, this guy's amazing. He fixed, an issue that I had with my dog within minutes. And now I never have to deal with it again. And it was free. And then they came back for more classes. A lot of them came back for more classes. Most people who come for the free class, they come back for more classes. I'm a pretty good salesman, um, and I like what I do, and I'm good at it. So I don't know if this helps you specifically in your situation, but in my situation, when I was faced with the same issues that you were faced with, adversity, that's what I did. I just went for broke. I said, I'm not afraid of looking ridiculous. I'm not afraid of going to talk to strangers. Well, I was afraid. Make no mistake, I was afraid. I just did it anyways. I would go talk to a veterinarian in my area and offer him my services, and sometimes they wouldn't be receptive. Sometimes it wouldn't go well because I didn't sell it right. I did it wrong. And then I would go in my car and I would be like, damn, that didn't go too well. We'll try it with the next one, because it was like 60 in my list. I was like, whatever. If it doesn't work out, whatever. I'm just gonna drive down to the next vet down the street, and I mean down the street. I drove a lot. I went pretty far out in the city, and I live in a big city. I live in Montreal. But yeah, I just told myself, hey, we'll get him next time, That's the attitude I had. I was like, well, it's either this you know, or what, you know, get another job and, have all this crap happen to me again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I probably would have found another job and, dealt with the workplace mobbing, but I just didn't want to. I just told myself like, I think I can find a better option. and I did until it no longer worked. So I did something else, and I'm doing something else now, and they're trying to ruin it. They're trying to. They probably might one day. I'll do something else. I'm gonna make them earn it. You feel me? Anyways, I hope this answers your question. If it doesn't, ask follow-up questions. Gang stalkers have contacted all of my employers to try to control me. Yeah, they did the same to me back then as well. They will do that, won't they? You know, I think that one of the issues with having people at your workplace be in on it is that it makes you feel like, well, if everyone is against me, then it has to be me that is the problem. And then you start to carry shame and you feel bad. But the truth is, sometimes everyone else is wrong and you're right. It doesn't happen a lot, but if you're under civil conspiracy, then it's pretty much what it is. Everyone else is wrong and you're righteous. And it doesn't matter that they're judging you because of something you actually did, well, or something that you actually do, or something you used to do. Like, for example, if you have issues with substance abuse, or you whatever it might be that they hate you for, whether it's true or it's not true, it doesn't matter. You are human. You are a human being. They are organizing, synchronizing to basically destroy you. What shame do you have to carry here? Exactly. Whatever shame you're carrying, leave that for them. It's theirs to hold. So I would say once you start to let go of shame and let go of like the feeling that if it's all of them against me, then it has to be me. Their tactics are much less effective. You just look at it like, well, of course you're going to behave that way. You are a loser. Keep being a loser. You start to feel sorry for people who participate in that stuff, and you don't take it personal anymore. I'll give you an example. If you're walking down the street and this homeless man who's like wearing raggedy clothes and he smells bad walks up to you and he tells you, "Hey, you have no sense of style." Would you be offended? Would it hurt your feelings? Or would you be like, "Okay, buddy, have a good day," It's just you wouldn't care. You would be like, "Buddy, you are the pot calling the kettle black. Like, you think I have no sense of style? I don't care about your opinion at all." It's like, and even if like, this man came up to you and talked about your sense of style, you would be like, "You care about my sense of style? I don't care for you at all, my friend. I I could care less, you know? Don't put your hands on me." That's it. That's about it. Um, my stalkers got me fired from jobs all 2025 and got my neighbors to go against me. It hurts, but it shows who was really your friend. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. When I think about my family members who have joined in on, I mean, there's not a lot of them, or maybe there's more than I know. I could only name like four maybe. But when I think about my family members who have joined in on this, I always think to myself, well, this is a blessing. I had demons in my family and I wasn't even aware. Aren't I lucky that I know now? You know? Blessings from California, brother, and remember that God is awesome. Amen, JMC. Amen. Absolutely. Jesus Christ is the Lord of Lords, the name above all names. 100%. Christ is King. It's actually in my YouTube bio. That's like the first line. Christ is King. Amen. Amen, JMC. C-Stay, if you could send me the link that you want to send me through messages, like through some form of social media, I'd much appreciate it because I can't find it in the comments. I did look for it. Good evening, Cat Branchman. How's it going? Bay Countries, the lowlands. Yeah, the lowlands. Peiba, that's what it means, the lowlands. Because it's below sea. That's why they have so many like is it marshes? No, not marshes. Their country is below ocean level. They get a lot of floods because of that. Kind of like New Orleans. Anyways, Colin Maharaj. Hi. Hi, right back to you, my friend. Hey, Harriet. How's it going? How are you? James, where did the Israelites get their gods from? The same people the excited the Canaanites get their gods from? Ooh, I like Bible trivia actually. Which God are you talking about? Because the Israelites had a few gods, didn't they? Like they would get punished often for um, praying to other deities. Let's not get into specificities. Huh? I live in Holland. We got gang stalking here as well. Gang stalking, narcissistic abuse on steroids. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I'm so sorry. You live in Holland. You live in Holland. You know, Sty Excel. That sounds like a rap name, like an artist name of some sort. Do you rap? Are you an artist? Hey, Marissa. How are you? I like Marissa. That's a nice name. You ever have days where you just can't take it anymore? And if so, what do you tell yourself? Yes, for sure. And I just tell myself it'll be better tomorrow. I allow myself to feel down. Or sometimes I'm like I feel down and I don't want to feel down, so I'll do something to make myself feel better. Go for a walk, play a video game, give myself a dose of like nostalgia. I'll play Mega Man X on SNES or something like that. Final Fantasy, 4 or 6, just to remind myself of an easier, simpler times. But most times when I feel bad, I just tell myself, it'll be better tomorrow. And I do have a support system in my wife as well. What a blessing this woman is. I was thinking to myself, because I was talking to people who were saying that they were dating honeypots, and I was telling myself, if my wife is a honeypot, but if she isn't, though, she isn't. But I was just thinking about it, like, what if this happened to me? And then I was thinking, my wife? If my wife was a honeypot, what would I do? And not great things came to mind. Let's just put it that way. My wife is such a blessing in my life. She's an amazing person. She's really great, and she was really great this weekend. I mean, amazing. I love her. I do notice they are always angry when we take our attention off their voices. If we can think straight, our minds are clear. There are real people on purposely interject those emotions on us. Real people on purpose. Emotions on us. Huh. Yeah, I would agree to that. Sorry, I had to reread because I didn't understand the question, the comment. But yeah, I would agree to that. Yeah, please do not have those negative thinking. Must remember these perps want us to hate ourselves and shame us for their own emotion. Usually is their own. 100%. 100%. Ah, man. A lot of this, a lot of these people who participate in this program against us, they're just projecting how they feel inside about themselves onto you in order to fight it. They're, you know, yeah, I'm just going to say yes, I agree. Sell what? Well, I was a dog trainer, so what I was selling is basically I was selling my personality, you know? I was convincing people that I can help you. I'll be glad to do it. And I was. I really enjoyed training dogs and helping people have a better relationship with their dogs at home and just create an environment that is more conducive to peace at home with their dogs. just building a relationship with their dogs, you know? I really I really enjoy that. You're Canadian. I thought you were in America. Hey, it's Chelsea. It's Chelsea. I was just talking about you. Yeah, I'm Canadian. I live in Montreal. But like it's 6 hours drive from New York. I live in Montreal. I am Canadian. I was born in Montreal too. It's Mother's Day and my narc mother who it is Mother's Day? What? Where is it Mother's Day? I thought Mother's Day was in May. My narc mother who abused me has gone silent. Well, isn't that a blessing? She would usually remind me to wish her happy Mother's Day. When I become aware she stays away, narcs know the hell they've put us through. If your mother is a narc, I feel like her not talking to you should be a blessing. I personally feel like, you know, if a narcissist not talking to you hurts you, you have some healing to do. And I don't mean that as an insult or as like putting you down or anything like that. I'm simply informing you. If a narcissist not talking to you hurts you, you still have healing to do. Because the truth is, when a narcissist refuses to communicate with me, I view it as an opportunity to, you know, think of myself, care for myself, and stop trying to regulate their emotions and cater to them. And you know, they're babies. These people are babies, you know. So, yeah, I haven't spoken to my mother in many years. The last time I saw her was at the funeral of my father's brother, my uncle. And I don't know why she was there, because it's not even her family. My parents have been divorced for years. I was like, why are you here? And then I quickly found out, you know, she walked up to me and she was like, I was with my wife that she has never met. And she walked up to me and she started talking to me, saying, like, hey, hi, my son that I love. And that's exactly what she said, actually. Hi, my son that I love. And I just looked at her as if she had shit on her forehead. Like, and then she walked away. But yeah, sorry about that. Uh, you know, I was a mama's boy when I was a kid. I was really attached to my mom. I really wanted her approval and love. And nowadays, today, having a conversation to me, the idea of having a conversation with her is like nightmare fuel. I'd rather remove my eye with a rusty spoon while completely sober than have a conversation with her. Does that make sense, Harriet? Do you feel better with the information I just gave you? Sorry. Did you know there are a couple of movies called MK Ultra? No, I didn't. You're teaching me something. I did not. I'm glad I can talk to y'all about what I'm going through anytime. That's why I came here. I really don't have anything to talk about. I just came to see, like, check on you guys and see if you guys want to talk about stuff, get stuff off your chest. When I think of so many people be in on it, I start to think how much money is going into this a lot. And damn, am I really that powerful? Y'all got to group up to stop me. I must be the savior. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say, you know, to call myself the savior. I think, you know, a lot of people just have a lot of negative emotions that they want to project on someone else, you know, and they see it as an opportunity. And if a paycheck is attached to that opportunity, then it's like impossible to say no for them, for a lot of them. They have put their hands on me. Oof. Tell me that story. What happened, Chelsea? I was about to go off and say some things here. Did you call the cops? Did you call the cops? Did you? I wish I could be more assertive. I'm neurodivergent and suck at social cues. You get good at what you practice, I'll tell you that. You know, you get good at what you practice. There's a movie called The Good Boy. Check it out. I will check it out, but right now I'm about to check out The Lives of Others. It's a movie that came out in 2006. It's I think it's a documentary actually. It's a German documentary with subtitles, and it's about Zersetzung, which is exactly what we're going through. Zersetzung. Zersetzung was a program. It's a German word for erosion or decomposition, where they would go to like a certain person's circle, spread rumors about them, go inside their homes, steal stuff, add stuff, steal stuff, put it back later on just to like make this person look crazy. They would destroy their financial situations by going to their jobs and spreading rumors about them, like this person is LGBT. You know, sorry about the German accent. That was wild. That was crazy. But yeah, they would ruin people's lives, and it was the Stasi, the secret German police was doing it, much like the secret um, I mean, when I say secret, I don't mean like, it's a police that no one knows. I mean secret as in the FBI, you know? Secret police, secret intelligence agencies, the Stasi, which basically was the KGB, was doing it back then. And it's a documentary on that, so I'm about to watch this, The Lives of Others. I definitely want to get information on that. Serset. Oh boy. Good evening. Go Habs. Go Habs, go. Good evening, Gary. I've been in a grocery store where they will purposely bump into me. I'll kick you in your head. I'm sorry. Whoa. They won't say excuse me, they would just keep walking. After you stream, I will write a comment on the newest short video you post. Thanks, C-Stay, much appreciated. Um, Chelsea, congratulations on not losing your cool. That's really good. They will do anything to try to get you. I mean, the really the goal is to get you to react. It's to get you to do something so that they can ruin your reputation even more. You know? Like a lot of my family are talking about me and they're saying, he's lost it, he's lost it. And none of them have really taken the time to come talk to me about anything. But a lot of them, are talking about me. I really don't care. But I do notice, especially when perps pull up in the chat to like say things, I could really tell that they're probing, they're poking to see what will annoy me. And I'm just like, well, would you be annoyed by a child? You know? Like if a child insulted you, would that annoy you? I mean, it wouldn't annoy me. I would just be like, yeah, it's a child. They behave like children. Obviously. What's there to be mad about? Anyways, the Israelites worshipped the Canaanite gods. That's where they even got Yahweh from. Mm-hmm. That Palantir is growing like an octopus tentacles. Like octopus tentacles, owner is close to Vance. Any hope for mankind? Think our world will destruct like Atlantis. Man. Well, in the meantime, I'm doing everything I can to wake people up. Or at the very least to get people to say something. Your silence is complicit. We can't stop doing God's work, right? We know how the story ends. We can't stop doing God's work. We got to keep going. I got a honey pot, but I just got the honey, then put out the pot. Hey, in the UK, it's Mother's Day. Oh, it's Mother's Day in the UK. All right. Well, to anybody who has a narcissistic mother, I'm sorry. That's terrible. I do think that with time you get over it. I used to feel bad for myself. I used to, have like self-pity for myself. Like I was in that period of time where I just was just like, my mother doesn't want me, or like my mother doesn't treat me well. She doesn't actually love me, or whatever, whatever. But today I'm just like, what a blessing it is to be rid of this evil person. What a blessing, you know? I don't miss her at all. At all. If I was to walk into a room and she was there, I would immediately walk out. I would pray she didn't see me. I don't want anything to do with her. And I was a mama's boy until maybe 15 years old. Gang stalking really is narcissistic abuse. The narcissist pulls the strings, sends out flying monkeys, create chaos. I think it's the malignant narcissist with sadistic tendencies that does this. I mean, I don't know about types of narcissists. I feel like there's only two types. There's the overt and the covert. All narcissists are malignant. All narcissists are sadistic. Um, and yeah, we are sadistic supply for the narcissist, of course. Um, narcissists want adoration, you know, and if they can't get that, they want fear, whatever. Do you ever come to New York 6 hours away? No, never, never. I've been there once when I was a teenager, but like a high school trip. On a high school trip, we went to, what's that place called? Like the tourist attraction, Times Square. We went to Times Square and that was it. And we went to a museum, I think. But then I wasn't allowed in. I don't know why I wasn't allowed in. I didn't want to go anyways. But yeah, I've been to Times Square when I was a teenager, and that's pretty much it. And I didn't like it. New York smells like pee. I'm sorry. uh, I don't like being downtown anywhere. I don't like downtown Montreal either. It smells like pee. Mother's Day in UK is March 15th. Isn't that? I'm glad I don't live in the UK because my birthday is March 14th. So if you know, well, I guess if March 14th was Mother's Day, perhaps my mother would have remembered my birthday. Uh, or maybe not. Maybe she would have made it about herself. I mean, obviously she would have made it about herself. But yeah, I'm glad I don't live in the UK for that reason specifically. Your German sucks, bro. Yeah, well, I'm not German. And I wasn't speaking German. I was speaking with a German accent. Also enjoy being blocked. When they have bumped into me in grocery stores, that makes it hard shoulder bumps. I'd call the cops. I'd call the cops and press charges for assault. You know, like you want to throw one at me, I'm going to throw one right back at you. If you put your hands on me, I'm pressing charges. Next time somebody puts their hands on you, press charges. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chelsea. People are awful, aren't they? They're terrible. People are terrible. I can't help but laugh at their stupid pet tricks, such as brighting, sending their low-life peasant into my workspace to check on me. I simply find it humorous. Well, that's the attitude to have right there. That's the right attitude. When I see like a car with like one headlight, things of that nature, I'm just like, I hope they pay you, buddy. Get that McDonald's money. Get that gift card, bro. it only costs your soul. It's fine. It's okay. Sometimes they make me laugh. That's certain consistent ones that annoy me. However, there are certain consistent ones that annoy me. Hmm. Don't let them get to you. I've had people hit me accidentally with their bag. It's incredible because it's just intentional enough for me to know, but not anyone else. I would still press charges. I would still press charges. Oh, you accidentally bumped into me? I'm calling the police. I'm shunned daily by perps. Shunned! And I don't like to comment even on TI channels because I'm shunned here also. Are you shunned here? Did I shun you? I don't mind being shunned. I used to, but I don't mind being shunned anymore. I'm just like, well, you people are evil. I'm glad you reject me. It's fine. I wear it like a badge of honor. I wouldn't want to be around you people anyways. People know how to be discreet and so good at it. They're trained. They are trained. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, they're trained. They've been trained on how to operate and how to get a reaction out of you. They've been trained. Yes. The answer is yes. I always laugh when you block those perps. Isn't it funny to block perps? I like it. I personally like it. Um, it feels like a game of whack-a-mole. Wait, rest, switch, rest. I smoke one blunt. I can't smoke. I don't do drugs of any kind. I don't drink alcohol. I don't partake in any of that. My my sin is sugar, unfortunately. Um, yeah. I can't smoke weed. I mean, I don't judge people I'm not judging you here at all. Bible mind control. I just can't smoke weed. It drives me nuts. It makes me completely non-operational. I can't function. I once smoked. I once took one puff of a joint and I couldn't tie my shoes. I did it once again after, and I couldn't untangle my earphones. Back then, they were like it wasn't like a Bluetooth; it was like on a cord. I couldn't untangle them. Um, and after that, I was just like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm good on that. I'd like to operate. Another perp. Where? Who's the perp? Who's the perp? Are you talking about saved in SD? I drive back from work and I sing all the way home and they try to get a reaction from me, but I won't bite. I know it makes them crazy because I won't give them the attention they want. It does frustrate them. It frustrates them a lot when they try to get a reaction out of you and they can't because when you react, I mean you gotta figure that these people have like internal issues going on, internal issues of hatred, internal issues of self-shame or whatever that they're trying to project onto you, whether it be self-hatred or just hatred of you, whatever. They're just trying to project it onto you and make it your problem. And they want, through your reaction, they want to be able to confirm, you know, whatever feeling they're trying to project on you. You know, if they feel like, you're a bad person, but really they're a bad person because that's, people who gang stalk are bad people. Uh, if they're unable to get you to confirm it for them, then it upsets them because it's like, oh, we weren't able to get you see, I knew what, like they push you and provoke you and then use your normal reaction to provocation as confirmation of what it is that, they were thinking about you. And it's just like, you know, whatever game you're playing, like I do not wish to participate. Whatever image you must create in order to confirm your bias of me. It's just like, I'm not what you say I am. You are what you say I am. You can project on me all day. You can try to project on me all day, but you're not standing on my shoulders and calling yourself tall. That's not happening. You know, you're an emotional. I mean, I'm whatever. Anyways, yeah, I know actual gang stalkers are trained, but I mean, when random neighbors, for example, participate, people I know aren't paid. How do you know they're not paid? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm being rude. They're also discreet as though they've been trained too, but they are not. What I'm saying is that they have though. If they're behaving like they have been trained, they have been trained. I think I think that one of the reasons why, I mean, I know for myself it was that way. One of the reasons why I have such a hard time believing that people have been trained on how to get a reaction out of me is just because, well, in my character, I would never do that. So then you look at other people and you go, well, it's impossible that they would do that. That would mean that they're evil. So I'm just saying, if they're behaving the same way that other people are behaving who have been trained on how to get to you, it's because they've been trained, you know, and most of them are getting paid. Oh, snap. We got another perp in the chat. I'm about to ban you, bro. I laugh a lot of them when they do their shit now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you gotta laugh. They're strange people. Sorry, I'm just gonna block these perps real quick. All right. More drone activity this weekend. Friday, I was followed out walking. Saturday, saw another hovering above my place and neighbors looking like it was peeping through windows. I got some video footage. Yeah, some people are being followed by drones. Some people are getting harassed by helicopters. That's nuts. I saw one video and I was like, maybe you're pushing it a little far. Uh, fuel for helicopters is pretty expensive. I don't think that they're, harassing you, bud. Then I went on his page and he has like 20 videos of helicopters pulling up to his house, hovering above his house, and then leaving. And I'm just like, and then I saw a whole bunch of other people posting videos like that, and I'm realizing, oh, that's one of their tactics now. They're using that. Oh boy. Brother, you just exorcised two or three demons away. Great. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a game of whack-a-mole. Somebody said President Christian Trump. Did you think you were gonna upset me when you were talking about Trump? You think I care about, U.S. politics like that? Anyways, you're gone. There has to be some sort of class they attend to communicate with hand signs, code words, symbolism. They use the same type of references wire travel to. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely trained. They are trained on how to communicate with each other and how to upset you and stuff like that. So yeah, they're trained. I'm not getting notifications lately. I'm shadow banned. I'm shadow banned. I'm sorry. I used to get like an average of 5,000 views per video on average. Now I get like on average 600. I'm shadow banned. Sorry. Salam alaikum. Walaikum salam. But life goes on. I continue. I'm still doing what I do. I'm not gonna stop. You guys have been very supportive of me. If you guys want to support me as much as possible, you go right next to the subscribe button. You're gonna see a little notifications bell, and you click the bell and then click all so that you get all of my notifications. Justice for Chosen. If you're on your computer, you can do it right now. If you're on your phone, you would have to leave and come back. But You just go on one of my videos, right next to the subscribe button, you're gonna see a little notification bell, a little bell emoji, I guess. Just click on it and click on all, and you should be able to get my to get notifications for everything. Or maybe not, you know. Who knows? Just check back regularly. I don't have a regular time, honestly. Um, I usually get on live when my wife is working or when my wife has gone to sleep. So it depends. Could be at noon, could be at midnight. Sorry. Yeah, they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it on purpose. You know, they will only allow my channel to be shown to a specific group of people, and they're definitely like hiding it from a lot of people. It's all good. It's all right. I think this shit been happening since baby days, or at least six. It's possible. It's possible. I hear it a lot. I don't put anything past these people. You know, 2007, Mr. Jeffrey's butler. You all know which Jeffrey I'm talking about. 2007, Mr. Jeffrey's butler went to the FBI to show him his list of clients, his little black book of client list. The FBI did nothing with it. In 2009, that same butler started shopping around the list. He wanted 50,000 for it. So he started shopping it around to people. They did a sting operation where an officer posed as a lawyer with the butler and met him to basically review his offer for the little book. And within that sting operation, they arrested him. Well, they didn't arrest him on a sting operation, but they eventually ended up arresting him and Jeffrey in 2012. They went to trial, both of them. The butler got 18 months, an 18 months sentence for shopping around the client list of Mr. Jeffrey. And Mr. Jeffrey got 18 months as well for um seg exploiting underaged girls. You read my lips. All right. They both got 18 months because somehow in their eyes, both crimes were equal. That was in 2012. So when the gang stalkers will do is have challenge statements, meaning they will reference something or ask a question with a back and forth. If they both answer correctly, then they speak freely between. Hmm, they're doing it on purpose. I think this. Yeah, basically, I was telling that story to say that I don't put anything past these people. Nothing at all. They knew about Jeffrey Epstein back. Whoops. They knew about Mr. Jeffrey. They knew about Mr. Jeffrey back in 2007, probably way before too. Arrested him in 2012, charged him for exploiting, you know, minors. Gave him 18 months. I miss normal life, peace and quiet, going out for a walk, not to worry about nonsense, having a girlfriend, work a normal job, have fun with friends, building a future, do something that makes sense. I feel you. I think nothing beats the blessing of knowing the truth. But I do miss my life. I miss my family. Not the actual people who are in my family who participate in gang stalking. I miss the idea of my family sometimes, but I have such a, you know, one track mind when it comes to self-love. I just view it as anyone who doesn't offer me respect, dignity. Sorry, I'm grossed out by the sounds my dog is making. Anyone who doesn't offer me respect, dignity, grace. Sorry, dignity, grace. Who doesn't treat me well, who doesn't think that I deserve to be treated like a human being. I'm just like, I want nothing to do with you, anyways. It's like, screw you too. Whatever. It's gross. Cut it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. It's gross. Hey, I said stop. I said stop. Come here. Come here. Come here. All right. Sorry, guys. My dog was hell bent on licking her bed. The sound was driving me crazy. Most of us, family against us, we are family. Yeah? You guys are my new family. I'm your new cousin, cause in a minute I'm about to ask you for $20. Eh? Sorry. Bad joke. Actually, I heard that joke from a man who's dead. He was a rapper. Chino XL. I don't know if you guys know who Chino XL is. I mean, I'm guessing Sty XL knows who Chino XL is, but I heard that joke from Chino XL. He said it in one of his songs. He had a song with Snoop Dogg called "Don't Run From Me," where he said, "Nigga, you my cousin. Cuz in a minute I'm about to whoop your ass like Halle Berry's second husband." But the joke that that I make is, "You're my cousin because in a minute I'm about to ask you for $20." I had a conversation with Chino XL before he passed away. I think we were talking about I think we were talking about Gaza. I thought it was insane that he like messaged me. Did he message me or did I message him? I had a conversation with Chino XL shortly before he passed away. Chino, naming the Indian, murdering, bad, come here, let me whisper shotgun shells in your ear. Is that his page? That's not his page. Oh, that's a tribute page. Sorry. His daughters took over his page and man. Oh, I think his page is gone. Yeah, his page is gone. Oh, wait. Nope, his page is gone. Yeah, his page is gone. It's disappeared. I guess there was like litigations. Anyways, rest in peace, Chino XL. Ah, gross. Full blown secret language sort of thing, and all for what? To torment the innocent. Well, it's their bread and butter. What else do you expect? Demons will torture innocent people. I know this because I actually deceived two of them one time who cornered me and I managed to answer properly, so they started talking normal to me before they started talking normal to me before they realized I was not one of them because I answered another question improperly. Wow. Well done. What's well done? I'm sorry. I'm a bit late in the comments. For the one saying all this to you, my side here, they're still interject on me, so they must be real person reacting. It does make sense on things that TI community stand together. Those perps less power. Yeah. C-Stay, what's your first language? Is it English? But yeah, as TIs, we have to stand together. There's power in numbers. It's actually the motto of my country, Haiti. L'union fait la force, meaning strength in union, strength in numbers. Haiti was the first country to free themselves of slavery. Isn't that nice? The first black nation to free themselves, not to be freed, to free themselves. They have challenge questions in order. And then they went on to free Dominican Republic, and nowadays Dominican Republic celebrate their Independence Day from Haiti. They don't celebrate their Independence Day from Spain. They celebrate the day that they were freed from Haiti. Can somebody say Stockholm Syndrome for me? Um, but I love Dominicans. I'm not hating. I just think that I have my opinions. Anyways, they will use sitting names and reference colors to see how you answer, and they use sign language. Yeah, I'm not interested in communicating with any of them. I could care less what they do. As soon as I think you're a perp or a gang stalker, I stop communication with you as quickly as possible. Kind of miss normal life, but I feel like we can change life. Mm-hmm. I've gotten reactions from them as well. Believe I was with them at the moment. I had honeypot ex-girlfriend. I used to pretend I was asleep around and observe. Hmm. Okay. Empathy and self-love is most important. 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. So English is your first language. Do you speak any other language, Siste? That's why first weapon is to separate us. Divide and conquer. Yes. Yes. Divide and conquer. Um, they use this technique so often because it's super effective. It's really effective. A divided people can really be conquered easily. Ah, makes sense, Siste. Makes sense. Mandarin or Cantonese? I have been cornered in dangerous areas of town by dangerous criminals type gang stalkers. Whoa. There's places in Africa that was never conquered, period. Yeah, certain places. I think Ethiopia is one of them. African countries never conquered. Never. Ethiopia, Liberia. Well, today, Liberia. It's debatable. Thanks, Obama. Anyways. They will use these informal. Okay. Just Chinese. Just Chinese. Hmm. So Mandarin. Standard Chinese would be Mandarin, right? Dang. Your snoring is crazy, girl. Divide and conquer or pin the innocent against the innocent so the cruel gets away with atrocities. 100%. Executive outcomes in Liberia. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys have been watching my interviews, the short version forms of them, do you guys have any feedback, good or bad? You know, what do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? What questions should I ask TIs, in your opinion? Executive outcomes. They would use their phones to record me every time I would go to Walmart because they noticed that it was bothering me. One time I sort of kind of danced while they was recording and the guy looked mad. Stay mad, homie. Okay. Well, actually, Anna, it's I have an English bulldog as well. These dogs, they snore pretty bad. I'd like to hear more in depth on directed conversation. You got it. I'm on it. I'm on that. How the person do color coding. I think we need education on their strategies. Yeah, I had a series on gang stalking tactics, organized harassment tactics. I think I got to part 7 and then I kind of stopped, but I should get back to it. I should get back to it. I really should. Ask the suspect social engineered them into. Ask who they suspect social engineered them into being gang stalked. I'm gonna write down some. I'm gonna write down some of these notes. So, uh, directed conversation. Basically, explain the strategies more. Explain the stalking tactics more. Okay, okay, we'll do that. We'll do more of that. I think these are really good suggestions. Ask T how they fight back. I'm not talking about violence. How do you deal with it on a daily basis? That's good. That's good. Happy belated birthday. Hey, thanks. I had to take off yesterday to deal with my latest relatives that joined my loser fan club. What a great name. Instead of saying my gang stalkers, my perps, my loser fan club. Paul, Paul. Respect. Blood makes us related. Only loyalty makes family. 100%. I used to be really devastated before when I found out that my family was in on it, and that some of my, family was like basically trying to set me up. I was like, but we're family. You're my cousin. I've been at your wedding. You babysat me. But hey, man, some people don't have souls. I think that's like one of the realization that I had to make is to understand that some people sold their souls long ago. Some people don't have souls, and sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes something happened to them as children that took their souls away. Who knows? Not my business. Not my fault. I take no responsibility for it, and it doesn't justify it. So thank you for letting me know. That's the way I feel about it now. Is thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know I had a demon related to me. It's like now I know, and I'm really grateful. I very much appreciate that you've let me know. So it is what it is. I don't care what we've been through before. And this is one of this is one of the ways that I've changed through narcissistic abuse. Is I don't care what history we have or we've had. I only care about how you're treating me now, and I only value our relationship based on how you're treating me now, and I only give you access to me based on how you're treating me now. So ask who they thought the gang stalkers were before they realized they were being gang stalked. Okay. Yeah, that fits into put you on a watch list. Yeah, okay. Brother had to have you Ask, you notice those people always having a live commentary on you no matter what you do, even if you don't care to play their games? Yeah, I have. I did notice. I gotta go soon, guys. Sorry, my battery's running out. And I have to go to bed. It's mainly they pick something that you spoke about in past. They will say or refer something to what you said. Yeah, that's what directed conversation is. I watched your video about being set up to commit a crime, and I believe that this happened to me several times. One example that I received paperwork in the mail stating that I would start receiving. Sorry, I'm not seeing your next comment. Restitution for a car accident involving a car I've never owned. The woman who was that sounds like a setup. That does sound like a setup, my friend. That definitely sounds like a setup. Sorry, battery's running out. Definitely sounds like a setup, buddy. I'm conflicted about V2K and DEWs being included under the same umbrella as gang stalking, organized harassment, TI. I feel like it should be a separate category. Well, I sure don't. I don't. I don't. Why do you think so? Why should it be a separate category? I sure don't. Ask them how they stay calm when surrounded. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hold on, just 1 second. I'm gonna write it down. How do you stay calm when? How do you stay calm under the pressure of gang stalking, especially in the moments it's happening in public? Great. Very good. Thank you, Justice, for chosen. Much appreciated. I appreciate that question. Ask them different forms of harassment they experienced. That's a good question too. Sorry, 1 second. Which gang stalking tactics have you experienced so far? And give examples. Good. So that's like a two-part question. I'm gonna be like, name the gang stalking tactics you've been through. Or maybe I could name all of the gang stalking tactics and say, okay, have you been through directed conversation? Have you been followed? Have you been workplace mobbed? Have you been workplace sabotaged? Have you had a smear campaign run against you? Do you experience V2K? Have you experienced directed energy weapons? And then, yes, 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 no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes. And then, okay, now give us examples of these. Does that sound right? I think that's really good. Thanks, Just. Much appreciated. Is there any evidence they have? Let's review together if can as class on live. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, Bible Mind Control. That's really good, but I don't want to get into specifics because I'm too afraid that people will start naming names and we're on live. You know, I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Somebody emailed me. Okay, sorry. No longer premium. Hold on, just 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right. Haters always hate. They sure do. I know ways to punish perps. I'm not interested. Sorry. I don't want to interact with these people. Let them do what they do. I don't wrestle in the mud with pigs. They could get me on fraud charge. I called and explained they had the wrong person, so they failed. Good. Good. See? Don't fall for their tricks. Good. How many of us it's to deal with our family also? How many of us TIs? Oh, sorry. So I guess like how many of us are dealing with this through our families? I mean, I would definitely say I'm one of them. Many of my family members are in on it, at least four, probably way more. What are we up to? Maybe the gang stalkers are atheists too from what I've seen and heard. I know a lot of my gang stalkers are not atheists, actually. One of my gang stalkers, who's a family member of mine, is a pretty devout Christian. But it doesn't matter, you know. Like these are just like empty titles. Whether or not he believes in God, or whether or not he says he believes in God, narcissists say what we say. They don't mean what we mean. You know, like for example, you'll say I'm a chosen one. You know, or I'll say I'm a chosen one, meaning that my goal is to serve my purpose as stated by God. A narcissist will say, I'm a chosen one. And what they mean is, I'm one of God's chosen, and it's your place to serve me, you know? So don't pay too much attention to what they say they are, or what, they present themselves as. Judge them by their fruits. It's almost as if the Bible warned us about all of this long, long ago. 2000 years ago, to be exact. I've also seen at church a lady trying to get me to help by downloading the game app onto my phone that they use to communicate. Well, it's a change to protect me. When did they realize, and how far back do they think it goes? Yeah, that's usually my first question is usually when did you start noticing that strange things were happening? That's usually my first question. It's actually my first question for all of my interviews. Um, that's a great suggestion, Bible Mind Control. I provided evidence of tech. Would you like me to post proof in your comments after this live? Sure, sure. I mean, I'm quite sure I've seen it before, but maybe I haven't. I would like that, yeah. A separate category, because not everyone who is gang stalks, smear campaign, sabotage deals with V2K or dues. I agree. I agree. Not everyone who's being gang stalked is also being uh, is also a victim of electronic harassment. Not every person who's a victim of organized harassment is a victim of electronic harassment. I think though that every person who is a victim of electronic harassment is also a victim of organized harassment. So I wouldn't put them as separate. Well, I mean, I would put them as separate because one of them is organized harassment, the other is electronic harassment. But I would say that they both fall under the umbrella of gang stalking. Does that make sense? I thought I was just gang stalked until I realized I also had two symptoms for years. Shit. State theater, noxious gases in the house. Police campaign, I've had all of these. I'm sorry. Name the governments involved or people of authority, like places, and do forth. Yeah, I'm not with naming names. Naming names will get you in trouble. If you have no proof of anything, don't name names. And if you can name names, go to court. Take them to court. If you have enough proof to name names, take them to court. Don't talk to me. You're gonna mess up your trial talking to me. You should be in court. Had voices for a short while, but that was because of the stress. That's interesting. I can post links, evidence in your comments. Sure, sure, I'd like that. Ask TI what devices can be used to block them from hacking computers. Well, I feel like asking TIs is not it's not the people to ask. Most TIs don't know what to use, and also I don't want false information to be given out. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have information on that. Um, and I don't think there's anything, honestly, if you ask my opinion, I don't think there's anything you can do to block the FBI from hacking your devices. I really don't think so. V2K isn't a thing. Things like that keeps gang stalking a conspiracy. StyXL, I would. I would ask you to refrain from telling people that V2K, from saying in my chat that V2K is not a thing. V2K has never happened to me, but I certainly believe in it. And for the people who are going through it, denying their experience is upsetting. You know, if I was to tell you, well, it's upsetting. I will ask you politely to please not do that. My family and my husband's family too. You're lucky your wife's family isn't involved in your targeting. Not yet. Not yet. I always keep in mind that everyone can be turned. Everyone. So, not yet, but maybe they will. And if they do, I will stop talking to them as well. It'll be the end of that. It will be no big deal. Certainly won't be as bad as my own family doing it. you know? We are all chosen, some except the call. Yep. I've personally talked and seen gang stalkers of all faiths. Brother, doesn't it make sense that this is real as we TI discuss about? Yeah. I think it dilutes our claim. Yeah, I used to think the same thing. I used to think that V2K is fake and it dilutes our claim. Like there was this video of Andrew McCready online talking about directed conversation, and then after he spoke, and when he spoke of directed conversation, I was like, God, thank you. And then immediately after, he started talking about V2K, and I was like, no, this guy's nuts. He's a nut job. Fuck. It muddies the water, basically, is what I thought. And then I started thinking about my brother's experience, and I thought to myself, no, this is probably real. I can't believe it now, but I'm going to be open-minded about it. And now I'm just convinced it exists. There's proof. There's patents. I've seen videos of a college teacher using it on his students, like beaming voices to them. Yeah, V2K is real, unfortunately. You know, if you don't believe in it, it's fine. Just don't be insensitive. And tell people who are going through it that it's not real, because that's upsetting. It's very upsetting to people who are going through it 24/7, and for you to say things like that, that's upsetting. The software used to get a purchase going into alliance. They wanted me to join them and I didn't. That's how it started. Yeah, I heard that. Bro, if you could tell us, I have nothing to do with narcs. It sure does, Harriet. It sure does. Have no involvement in misdeeds or something like that. I can't remember. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not denying V2K exists, but it is difficult enough to prove our claims without the addition of V2K and dues. I understand what you're saying, but I do think that, speaking about gang stalking and leaving out V2K and dues because we feel like it diminishes our cause is diminutive. It diminishes the experience of people going through V2K, and I'm not willing to do that just because I don't go through it. Sorry. Do you think fallen angels are real and walk among us? I don't really think about that very much. Do you think mermaids are real? I don't. And when you say fallen angels, do you mean like fallen angels like Lucifer? And Lucifer walks among us? Or do you mean like actual angels walking among us? What's do? Do is directed energy weapons. It's microwave weapons. That's right, Bible mind control. Once your family hurts you, other people can't really hurt you like that. You're not shocked by anyone. It's just like, oh, that's people. People are like that. It's fine. Good night, brother. Sleep well. All right, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head off. I said I wasn't gonna stay too long. It's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna head out. Go to bed. Uh, you know, Stay safe, guys. Take care of yourselves. As always, you deserve grace, you deserve mercy. Love yourself first, always. And I'll be back in a couple of days to check on you guys. Hopefully, I'll have something to talk about. And tomorrow at around 3, there will be the first part of the interview with AJ. I thought it was a really good one. I'm still editing it. I finished part 1 and part 2. I think it should be about 6 or 8 parts, between 6 and 8. It, it's a good interview. AJ is he's a good speaker, and he has a really good story, and we had some laughs in that one, so that was good. Um, if you guys have more suggestions, please share it. My wife was saying that the interviews are good, but you know, I'm falling asleep here. So I just thought maybe I should add more humor, or just make it more lively. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. She was saying that my voice was all right, but sometimes my guests' voices can be, because she heard the other interviews I did as well, and she was just saying, like, try to make it more lively or something. So I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna figure out what it is that she means by it, and work on that as well. But I appreciate your suggestions. I appreciate your feedback, positive, negative. The questions I wrote. Thank you very much, guys. As long as you support me, I'll support you, and I love you guys. Take care. Make sure you check the found. The found? The sound. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll check the sound. The sound of the interview. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. Well, in the live, sometimes the sound goes out, but if the sound goes out in the edited versions, I'm not gonna put up a video that has no sound. Like, that's not happening. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. All right, guys, have a good night.